A very good morning. Myself, Virendra Kumar Maurya, Associate Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, School of Engineering, Babu Banarsi Das University, Lucknow. Students, today my topic is modeling of power system components. These components are like number 1 generator, number 2 transformer, number 3 transmission line, 4 synchronous motor, and the fifth one is induction motor. These two motors as a load. Now see the modeling of a generator. The first component is generator. Before single line diagram now, into the actual system and in per unit system, it is necessary to see regarding the actual diagram of the different components of power system. Right? Now the actual circuit diagram, EG is the generating EMF. This one is the synchronous resistance and reactance. Right? RS, JXS. IG is the generating current. This whole one is generator impedance. Right? Now this circuit as lossless or loss free. Right? For this its resistive part is 0. It is EG, and here only inductance JXS. This is your IG. Right? Listen, this be the symbolically representation of generator, this be the actual diagram of generator, and this one is the diagram when resistive part is 0, or you say this diagram belongs to lossless or loss free. Now the next one is transformer. Yes, now the symbolically representation of transformer is like this. This will be the symbolically representation of transformer. Now the actual diagram of transformer. This one is impedance Z1. This is the first coil. This is another coil and impedance Z2. Right? This one is voltage V2, V1, N1, N2. Right? This is the actual diagram of transformer. Now see the diagram of transformer when we refer to primary and refer to secondary. How the circuit will look like. See, this one is referred to primary, this one is referred to secondary. See, this one is a part of impedance. Impedance is Z1 plus Z2 dash. It should be V1. This is the coil. At here it is B2. When it is referred to secondary, then it will look like this.
this with the impedance part Z2 plus Z1 dash. Right? Here we are neglecting the shunt branches. Now listen, the second component is transformer. This with the symbolically representation of a transformer. This with the actual diagram of transformer. Right? There is one condition. What is the condition? We are neglecting shunt branches. Now see this diagram as referred to primary and referred to secondary. Here when it is referred to primary, the impedance is Z1 plus Z2 dash, and here it is Z2 plus Z1 dash. Right? But there is condition. Which is the condition? Condition is neglecting shunt branches. The third component of power system is transmission line. The representation of transmission line is like impedance, that is Z line. Right? This is the representation of transmission line. Now see the types of transmission line, that is short transmission line, medium transmission line, and long transmission line. These are the three types of transmission line. Up to 60 kilometer. Up to 60 kilometer it is belonging to the short transmission line. In between 60 to 160 kilometer it is medium transmission line. Beyond 160 it is long transmission line. These lines are further categorized as pi model and T model. Right? See, there is some shunt branch. But here we are neglecting to the shunt branch. Why it is so? Because during the faulty condition, the shunt impedance is very high and current passing through it is negligible. So we are neglecting to the shunt arm and say that the representation of transmission line either belongs to short, medium or long. It is like this. The next component is synchronous motor. Synchronous motor. Right? What is the symbolically representation? It is like this. Right? Now in the case of actual diagram, this one is the resistive part, inductive part EM. Right? This is the actual diagram of synchronous motor. This one is RM, JXM, current given to the motor is IM. This one is the impedance part ZM. This be the actual diagram of synchronous motor. Now in the case of lossless, right, what will happen? Its resistive part is 0, R is 0. Then there is only inductive part and EM. This one is JXM. It is represented as impedance ZM. This is the current passing through the motor. So this be the actual diagram. This be the symbolically representation of synchronous motor. Now the next one is induction motor. Induction motor, right? This be the symbolically representation of induction motor.
Now the actual diagram. Yes, there is two part. One is stator, second one is rotor. Stator contains resistor, inductor and coil. Right? This is the actual diagram of stator. Now see the other part. Induction motor is too much similar as transformer. So this winding is here. This one is R2 oblique S. This one is JX2, JX1. It is R1. Right? This is the stator part. This one is the rotor part of the induction motor. Now see the circuit diagram when it is referred to the primary side. How it will look like? See, this one is resistive part, inductive and resistive. Right? Now it is referred to the primary side. This one is R1, JX1, JX2 dash. It is R2 dash divided by S. This one is referred to primary side. And it should be like this. This one is V1. This one is the inductor part. It should be written as R1 plus R2 dash divided by S, and it is JX1 plus JX2 dash. Right? See, this one is the symbolically representation. This one is the actual circuit diagram of induction motor, stator and rotor. And these are the circuits when winding is referred to the primary side.